I'm Nikki and this is Alex and we're from Synergy Physio, and we'd like to share with you now just a little routine of exercises that you can do at home with a strap or a belt and also your resistance band. So start by lying comfortably on your back and let's try and release and stretch some of the hip muscles. So if you take your strap and place it around your right foot, and you can extend your left leg away and just take your right foot up toward the ceiling with a straight leg. So go to where you can comfortably and let's just take 3 breaths here. So if you breathe in and try and keep your shoulder blades back and lengthen the back of the neck and create a little bit of effort. And as you breathe out, think about softening and relaxing and easing off the stretch a little bit. So you'll oscillate between effort and ease just with your breath. Once you've taken 3 breaths there, you can take the strap into your right hand and bend the right knee and take the knee out to the side and take the knee toward the armpit on the same side. And here, if you can, try and stretch your left leg, so your opposite leg, away like it's trying to touch the other side of the room. And again, you can just take 3 breaths here. So as you inhale, you'll create a little bit of effort, and as you exhale, try and just ease into the stretch a little and just go to where you can comfortably with your own body. From there, you'll take the strap over into your left hand and you'll hold your right knee with your right hand. And you'll gently pull on the strap that's around your ankle to get a buttock stretch. So hold the knee roughly in the middle. So if you have your knee roughly over your belly button, you'll get a slightly stronger stretch in the hip muscles. Be mindful not to stretch the hip muscles if you've been diagnosed with bursitis, so that's never such a great stretch for those hip conditions. But otherwise, this is a great buttock stretch to try. And again, oscillating between effort and ease with your breath. From here, you can simply place the strap on the ground and hug the right knee to the chest with the left hand, and then reach for the left ankle with your right hand. Now, this is a bit of a trickier maneuver. If you've got knee pain, this can be a bit more of a challenge, and then let your knee drop down until you get a stretch into the quadricep of your left leg. So this is a great stretch for your quadriceps. Now, if you can't get your knee in this position, you can simply roll over onto your tummy, use your strap to bring your heel up toward your bottom to stretch out your quadriceps that way. So again, just 3 breaths here if you can, making sure that you ease into the exhalation and create a little bit of effort with the inhalation. Once you've done that stretch, simply hug the knees up toward the chest and just have a little rock from side to side. And we'll actually repeat that now on the other leg. So you'll take your strap around your left foot and straighten your right leg. And you'll have a stretch into the back of your left leg. So holding the strap, shoulder blades together at the back, keep the back of the neck nice and long. And if you can, make sure that that right leg's extended away from your body. Take 3 breaths here. Remembering as you inhale to create a little bit of effort if you can, and as you exhale just to soften your muscles and to soften your skin, and see if you can relax and ease into the stretch. Once you've taken a few breaths with a straight leg, you can go to a bent leg stretch. So take the strap into the left hand, bend the knee and take the knee toward your left armpit. And again, so you're extending the stretch into the back of the left leg. Keep your right leg stretching away from you as best you can and just take 3 breaths. And then from here, you'll simply take the strap into your right hand and hold the left knee with your left hand and gently pull on the ankle strap until you feel a stretch in your left buttock. So remembering that if the knee's kind of roughly over the belly button, you'll get a slightly stronger stretch with this. And let's see if you can just take 3 breaths. Now, if you don't need the strap here, you can just hold onto your ankle with your hand. Some people will need the strap and some won't. And once you've taken a few breaths here, let's take you into that twisty pretzel thigh stretch. So you'll simply hug the knee toward the chest with the right hand and reach for the right ankle with the left hand. And then see if you can let that right knee drop down and you'll get a nice stretch at the front of your thigh. So this is a great quadricep stretch. And again, if your knee doesn't like this twist, simply roll onto your tummy and you'll place the strap around your foot and bring your heel toward your bottom to get your quadricep stretch. So 3 or 4 breaths here just to help open up the front of the thigh and the quadricep muscles. From here, you can simply have the feet on the floor with the knees bent and take your arms into a T shape and just take a little rock twist from side to side just to loosen off the lower back. So just easing, exhale as you take your knees to the left, inhale back to the center, and exhale taking your knees to the right. Just a little knee rock from side to side in order to loosen off the lower back. And once you've done this, you'll then use your resistance straps to start doing some core and glute work. So you can put your feet into the straps, and you'll remember how to switch on your core muscles, which is making sure that your pelvic floor muscles are engaged. Don't let your back flatten, or you don't hold your breath or let your tummy pop out. So just a light engagement of the lower core stability muscles. You'll take your right foot into tabletop position, and then exhale, extend the right leg away from the body, and let's do a set of 5 here. So as you extend the right leg away, you can actually tap the floor. Remembering the further away you tap the floor, the harder it is for your system to stabilize. So if you need to touch a bit closer, that's absolutely fine. So you'll just do 5 here, keeping your opposite leg just a little bit light, keeping your pelvic floor and core engaged. Once you've done 5 on the right, we'll simply swap sides and take 5 on the left. So you'll take your right foot onto the floor, take your left foot into tabletop position, and then extend your left leg out as you breathe out and breathe in and come back. Remembering not to let your back arch increase or decrease. Keep the back of the neck long, relax the jaw. Just engage the pelvic floor and core as you do this, and keep that opposite leg quite light. Now we can move into a further exercise with this, an expansion of this. If your core isn't strong, then please stick with this exercise. Otherwise, if you've got a strong core, you can take both feet into the tabletop position. So take your left foot into tabletop, then your right foot into tabletop. Now, if you're not strong enough for this, stick with the previous exercise, but you can breathe out now and tap your right foot onto the floor and breathe in and come back, and then swap sides. So we'll simply breathe out as we go out and in as we come back, keeping the pelvic floor and core engaged. Let's do a set of 5 on each side, making sure that your tummy doesn't pop out. Relax your neck, relax your jaw. And to extend this further, you can extend your arms up toward the ceiling, keep your shoulder blade muscles engaged, lengthen the back of the neck, and as you extend one leg out, you'll take your opposite hand toward the ceiling. And let's just do a few more of these on each side. So remembering your options are, you can have one foot on the ground and just extend one leg in and out, which is your level 1 option. And often you're better off sticking with more repetitions of an easier exercise than progressing to something that's too hard, that places too much pressure in the system. So they're your 3 options that you can do with this resistance band. Once you've finished with that, you can take your knees toward your chest, take your feet out of the straps, and let's just do a little knee hug to finish off and stretch out the lower back. So hugging the knees up toward the chest, a little rock from side to side. And then from there you can simply roll over onto your tummy, and we'll do a nice child's pose stretch to finish off. So rolling over onto your tummy. And you can place your knees a little wider if you're more comfortable, otherwise narrow. Take the heels, bottom toward the heels, and stretch the arms away from you. And you'll slowly walk the hands over to the left and just have a little stretch into the right side waist, and take a couple of breaths here. And then once you've had a couple of breaths there, then let's just simply swap sides and make our hands, take our hands over to the left, trying to breathe into the side ribs, allowing them to expand as you inhale. And then you can just come back to the center, and that concludes our little strap stretch and strengthen routine.